Welcome back, it's Doug MPA. Channels like mine in this space tell men to avoid single mothers at all costs. Don't sleep with them, don't date them, don't marry them, don't give them your time. And apparently men are listening because single mothers are having to try non-traditional ways and consider non-traditional lifestyles to be able to get attention and stuff from men. This article says, I'm giving dating apps another try as a single mom. Men interested in open relationships are a green flag. She has to do something. She's out here as a single mom, guys. So let's see why she's interested in open relationships with men as a single mom. We're going to get into this. Before I do that, like the video, subscribe, drop a comment. I really appreciate it. It shows you support me and what I'm doing over here. And let's get into this. It says, the first time I dated a non-monogamous man, it was in 2012. That lasted a year and a half until I met someone and transitioned into a more traditional monogamous relationship that lasted 5 years. In hindsight, the earlier relationship was undoubtedly the healthiest I've ever experienced. Contrary to what some people assume about non-monogamy, it's not just about sex. I found that open relationships only work if they're based on complete trust, honesty, and great communication. I don't know if I've ever said this on my channel, but I'm going to say it right now, guys, I'm not about that poly stuff. I'm just not. I'm not. I think that one woman is enough of a headache. You want multiple women at the same time? And a lot of poly women are these empowered women who outside of sex are going to be a headache to spend time with, guys. Think about the type of guys you know that are into this poly stuff. I'm not down for it. If you want to do it, go for it. Those are all key qualities I want in a partner. So when I recently opted to give dating apps another try, I decided to actively look out for non-monogamy when scrolling through online dating profiles. They've been easy to find, as 2 years ago, Hinge, the app I'm trying out this time, added a feature that allows users to designate their relationship type on their profile. The choices include monogamous, non-monogamous, or figuring out my relationship type. Men who state their preferred relationship type as non-monogamous probably drive away a lot of women, but I see it as brave and uncompromising that they choose to write it anyway. Basically, they don't just tell you what they think you want to hear. When I see non-monogamy, as long as the profile has their actual photo and they're not hiding behind anything, I'm confident I'm going to meet someone who's transparent. For the ones with partners, I found that not only is she aware he's hiding on dating apps, but she's usually dating around as well. I'm not interested in profiles that list multiple options. Reading between the lines to me, it just means I'm playing the field, so don't hold me to anything. They also seem to be the ones who are probably not okay with you being with other people. I dare some woman to say to me that I'm considering seriously, oh yeah, I went through a non-monogamous phase. What would you say to a woman who said that to you, guys? First off, I'd say, nope. Then I'd say,
that's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
No way, man. Non-monogamous women mean that they're sleeping with a whole bunch of dudes, and then she wants to take you seriously, and you have to work to get what she gave away for free to all these non-monogamous guys. Let me give that another nope. Oh, no way. So one such man who'd been divorced for 10 years asked me what my dating life had been like in the 5 years I'd been single. I replied truthfully that I'd rekindled a few old relationships and explored some long-standing friendships. His response was, how will it work with all of these men around? It made me wonder what he would have said if I'd shared less and just told him that I'd been figuring out my relationship type for 5 years. There it is. He said the quiet part out loud. So you're smashing and dashing Chad Chattington, Tyrone Thunderstroke, Gavin the starving musician, Pookie, Ray Ray, Nug Nug. Who knows? Juan? Miguel? What are you going to do with all these guys around? If any man worth his salt finds out about a non-monogamy phase, he's leaving. Someone who selects only non-monogamy has usually made some very well thought out and difficult choices about how they want to live their life. It takes guts to be transparent and honest about that, despite it narrowing the dating pool significantly. I found these men to be open about their feelings and intentions across the board. They know that trust isn't limited to sexual fidelity. It's about making someone feel secure, airing problems before they blow up, and following up words with actions. See, most women are going to want a commitment sooner or later. She's going to find a non-monogamous guy who she's going to want commitment from. She hasn't found him yet, but she will. And she's going to want that non-monogamy to go away, especially if she wants to marry the guy and bring the guy around her kids. They're also good at communicating plans, which I found rare in the dating world, where I often don't know when or if a guy wants to see me again. With my partner in 2012, we plan our next date at the end of every date. I always felt valued and secure. Juggling multiple people means having to be really good at time management, so concrete plans are important. But I see it as more than just being on top of the diary. It feels like non-monogamous men I've dated place a high value on relationships. They've learned that you can't let things go stale or silent if you want to share something special. That's right, I said special, not unique, which isn't all the same thing. I found that non-monogamous men have an abundance mindset when it comes to sex, not a scarcity mindset. It's because you're giving it to them for free, which is good. Guys, I'm not saying that this woman being non-monogamous isn't good for the men. It's not good for her. They don't need to hoard it, chase it, or pressure it. For monogamous men, you're the only one who can supply what they want unless they cheat, so there's more chance of scarcity and therefore pressure. I've tested this out on a couple of first dates recently, one with a non-monogamous man and another with a monogamy, figuring out my relationship style profile. During this evening, I told them both that in the last 5 years, my average length of time before sleeping with a guy has been 12 years. The monogamous man physically recoiled. He actually took a step back. I haven't got 12 years, love, he said. His overall air was somewhat offended. He disappeared quickly. The non-monogamous guy, he got it straight away. It's about trust. Now, the monogamous guy left you because he knew it was a test. Ladies, don't try to test a guy on the first date or second date. Men nowadays are just going to walk away. It's about trust. The non-monogamous guy is saying it's about trust because he can hang out with you, barely do anything, smash other women until you want to give it up. I wonder if she holds non-monogamous men to the same dating standard when it comes to paying for things as monogamous men. Probably not. Exactly. I felt so heard. The conversation then naturally moved on to other topics. No big deal. The second time we met up, I asked him about his reaction. You were describing how it has been, he said, showing once again how he was able to simply hear what I said instead of a threat to his likelihood of sex. A third date is on the cards. So far, I've never actually been in an open relationship, and that's why you're into this non-monogamous poly crap. When the relationship guidelines start coming in, you're going to be singing a whole different tune. I've only dated men who are non-monogamous while I've been single. But they've certainly taught me to expect much more than just bringing monogamy to our relationship. Guys, this is all cap. Once she finds a guy that she wants a relationship with, an actual relationship with, she has feelings for, she's going to want to close all this down. And she better not talk about this non-monogamous phase. She better not talk about it. Odds are she will, because she's missed. I have to communicate. Communication is key. I'm hoping that she writes a follow-up. What do you think is going to happen to this woman, guys? Let me know in the comments. And like the video, subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.